the yard in this one. It's the Giants and the Jets, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets and their inner city rivals, the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. The new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Now a three-time, and right away he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Ball start. Offense.
That's on the guard, David Edwards.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
So Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often, because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure out and make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep. That's when we're in big trouble.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. It's taken to the 26.
Holding. Receiving team.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
Automatic.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Murray. Completed to Hyatt. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Giants now at 2-5 to start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
This Giant defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This is 2nd and 8. Murray now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And the Jets will take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
You talk about this Giant defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Addison hauls it in. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 50 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, it's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think you had to unload that one before before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Rodgers will try again on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Devin White with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And they will take over first and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Play action. Now it's Murray.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
This is a perfect example of what separates the elite quarterbacks. Has his man open, way too anxious, ends up firing it in there with way too much zip on it. The great ones, they know how to relax and put the appropriate velocity on the football.
Here's Murray from midfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Rodgers dumps it off to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First down, New York.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jim and Phillips in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
First down, Jets.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few. Right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Rodgers now to throw. Down man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman. Touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants now going to take over late in this 1st half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. 1st down, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
That one finds Hyatt.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking high its way once again. Touchdown, Giants! Jalen Hyatt in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And a tackling for just a short gain.
3rd and 5. To throw is Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Hyatt has got it. And he gets us from inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 33 yards that time.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. That's caught. It's Waller. Touchdown, Giants. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area, and he's able to work. and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Gay is on for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Rodgers' throw will be caught by McKenzie. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
To Mixon on the check down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
That's a nice pump and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a stretch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw, it's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
To return is McKenzie. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down, Jets.
Again, it's Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This is the tight end fan. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to point deficit. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
I like the confidence of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9.
Play fake. Murray sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
6-yard return after a punt of 48.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now out come the Jets. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Moore. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And he loses the football the 2nd time.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Got it. Getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Finding space at the 40 as we get this one up to the 44-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Murray looking to change the play here.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Personal foul. Unnecessary running. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On play action, it's Murray. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Murray. And it is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Incomplete.
But partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now one of the biggest... is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Gay's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now Rodgers with a new team, but in a spot he's been before. Down 20-10, just under 2 minutes to go. Rodgers to throw. It's caught by Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Back to throw, Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Giants ready to come out now. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he is going to have a New York 1st down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. That's caught downfield by Addison. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final 1st down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Murray changing the play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Murray off play action. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's complete to McKenzie. Able to get out across the 40-yard line, so a spectacular play to begin this drive.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I
get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and